We're gonna talk some boxing, and let's not get ridiculous, fans. Please, let's not get ridiculous. So we have a Cuban boxer, David Morrell. He's 5-0. The level of competition, he's blasting through them. He's stopping them, but he's 5-0, y'all. He's 5-0. Might be a great amateur from the Cuban School of Boxing, coached by Randy Shields. But come on now, come on now. All right, and David Benavidez saying he would take on David Morrell. Come on, David. Come on, David. There's levels to the sport of boxing. This kid has now gotten into the pros. There's levels to the sport of boxing. Let's stop that. Let's stop. I don't care if he's an outstanding amateur. I think the boxing public has become spoiled by the fact that we have some Eastern European fighters that came into the sport with extensive amateur backgrounds and Cuban boxers, and within under 10 fights, they have already had championship fights, faced champions and stuff. But we got to let the process occur. We need the process to occur. We need the fighters to develop. And so, absolutely not. David Morrell should not be facing two-time world champion David Benavidez, who's a guy like experienced on the highest level in this pro sport of boxing. He shouldn't be facing him right now. Okay, so the people demanding that, you can build a hype for it. You can start building a hype now, but um, there's no reason why he should be put into the ring against David Benavidez, a seasoned veteran pro with two championship belts under him, undefeated, and has faced the highest level in the sport of boxing. This guy hasn't faced the highest level. He's still on the ground level. He's still facing guys who are journeymen and debutants. What the hell is wrong with people? Come on, man. We gotta get more sensible. Another thing that I heard is equally as ridiculous was Niall Inui needs to jump up to super bantamweight and face my favorite fighter Stephen Fulton, in his next fight. Are you out of your fucking mind? Come on now, people. He doesn't even get a chance to adjust or acclimatize to super bantamweight. Just go straight into Stephen Fulton because Stephen Fulton's so hot. Come on, man. I mean, he is a puncher. Inui looked fast and sharp against Nonito Donaire, but remember, this is a rematch, and Nonito Donaire is an old guy, and Inui has experienced Donaire, so it's not like he'll look great against Donaire, but against a bigger, stronger guy who is equally as quick, equally as fast, has great boxing IQ, is more versatile than you can ever. Inui is sharp, but I mean, come on now. There's levels to the sport of boxing. You gotta respect weight classes, y'all. Y'all not respecting weight classes. You know what I mean? No, this is what Inui need to chill his ass down. He got three of the four belts. He needs to get the last belt. I thought Casimiro had the belt, but I'm hearing it's Butler that has the belt. That's some bullshit. So Casimiro lost his title to Butler, or they stripped him. Well, anyway, whatever it is, whatever it is, he needs to face and unify and become undisputed. And then my boy, and Stephen Fulton's a big 122 pounder. Yo, he may not have power or seemingly he's not a one hitter quitter at 122, but I'm telling you, man, he gonna hit plenty hard for that small bantamweight when they put on those 8-ounce gloves. He gonna be a serious problem with his power if he knew he was to jump up and wait and just go and face him just like that. That's suicide, man. Fulton knows what he's doing in that ring. He knows what he's doing in that ring. He knew he can't fuck with him. Okay? And Donaire still looked bigger than Inui when they faced each other in that fight just now there. Donaire just slower, you know? So come on people, we gotta y'all y'all get carried away with performances against not so high caliber opponents. You know what I mean? Y'all get carried away. Stephen Fulton versus Inui is a good fight, but Inui needs at least one fight to acclimatize, while Fulton doing his undisputed, and if that's the case, Inoue should do his undisputed and become undisputed at bantamweight, and let Fulton face AJ Akhmadaliev and beat his ass. Become undisputed there, and then maybe he should jump up, acclimatize to Akhmadaliev. That's a whole bunch of fights, right? That's at least 2 fights they need before they face each other. Okay, and if Fulton still can make weight, yeah, they face each other. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's fair to Inoue, to be honest with you, because I know what Fulton can do. And against Inoue, a smaller guy coming up, oh, I don't care how much of a puncher he is. Fulton will destroy him. Fulton will be walking to him, and with the high guard up, and he gonna handle his ass. Okay. So you don't want to just feed Inoue to Fulton, because that's what y'all will actually be doing. I believe. I think, in my opinion, I think Fulton wins that fight and probably drops Inoue at least once. Inoue's not bigger than Fulton. Fulton's much bigger than Inoue. I mean, significantly bigger than Inoue. Fulton will come in significantly bigger than Inoue. This is a guy that took on Brian Figueroa, for crying out loud. When it comes to power, and Brian Figueroa is a big dude. So I don't see Inoue in any way, shape, or form just jumping up and facing Stephen Fulton. What do you guys really think? You really think boxing's like that? He might not be knocked out, but he would be beaten up very, very badly. That would go very, very wrong, very, very fast. Because the good bigger guy beats the good little guy any day. Okay? And he's never tasted 122. If you were to go up, taste 122 like Canelo did, and come back and face a full-fledged 122, that's totally different. But and Fulton's not a small 122. He's a big 122. He's ready to go up to featherweight. So if that's what you want to see Inoue get butchered. He gonna get butchered. He gonna get schooled, butchered, all over the place. So Fulton will walk to him. He'll watch the trademark punches that Inoue throw, the left hook and the right. The right, he will nullify those two. He'll neutralize that, and then to work he goes. He'll walk him down because he knows he's gonna be the bigger guy. He'll walk him down. So I would not advise that. I'd advise Inoue cleans out his division and defend, and then move up. But hey, if you guys want to see Fulton versus Inoue, and you see what I'm talking about weight classes, because in this case, weight classes do matter, especially considering that Fulton is a big 122. He's not a small 122. Fulton's a guy that he could go up to 130 tomorrow and fight at 130. You understand? Inoue can't make 130. I know he can't make 130. So the power that Fulton carries at 122, he mightn't be stopping guys, because the guys he's facing are big 122s themselves. I don't really see him having a problem with Inoue, because that's a small guy coming up. Only thing Inoue will have to his advantage is speed, and once Fulton starts timing him and getting his rhythm, it's gonna be a destroy. It'll be seek and destroy. He might even stop him. So that ain't a way to go, man. That's not the way to go. I'm just saying, y'all need to understand there's weight classes for a reason. But hey, if that's what you want, let's have it. Let's have it. Bring Inoue up, right? He's at top rank, but make it happen. Make Inoue face Fulton. Fulton is, I believe, the best super bantamweight there, but he's yet to confirm that by facing MJ, who's a big, strong super bantamweight. But I just truly believe MJ gets outboxed, and I think that Fulton beats him, and then Fulton probably has his first defense. Maybe his first defense will be Inoue, so he can build some he can build his name, Fulton, by beating Inoue and then moving up to featherweight. But honestly speaking, I don't know why y'all would think I mean, Fulton's my favorite fighter too, so I know what Fulton can do, and he been matched tough straight through. So ain't nothing Inoue can bring to the table. As fast as he is, I don't really see anything he can bring to the table that Fulton can't handle. Fulton's well schooled with special effects and everything. He knew he's fast. I'll give him that. He'll have a speed advantage, but just that ain't making no sense whatsoever. That's about it. The rest of it is boxing. This is boxing, man. This ain't no. I don't even think Inoue has the reach advantage on Fulton. I think Fulton's got a longer reach than Inoue. I just don't understand it. None of this makes no damn sense. Ultimately, in the end, you know, uh, that's a tough ass fight for Inoue. That's a tough ass fight. Y'all don't realize it. There's weight classes for a reason, and he needed acclimatized to the weight class. And then Fulton's, I'm telling you, man, Fulton knows how to fight on the inside. So he closes the distance, uses his weight and size on Inoue, and bullies him around the ring, using his size and weight. He gonna break that boy down. He gonna break him down, and he gonna stop him. He will be the bully in that fight because he's the bigger dude, significantly. So y'all need to think before y'all talk about matchups. Y'all get carried away. Y'all get carried away with certain performances. You know, ESPN, they like losing their shit that he knew he knocked out Donaire. I predicted he knew he was going to knock out Donaire. I predicted that he was going to clearly win the fight and possibly stop Donaire. That's what I said. And he did it. And my reasoning, I gave 3 reasons, and I gave my reasoning for it. He's a smart fighter. The experience with Donaire would help him to make the adjustments. It's a growing experience. He's also bigger and stronger. So all of these things I thought about, and true to form, he did that. You know, I said it was going to be a continuation of the last fight, and it actually was. So I don't really see anything big to say about Inoue versus Donaire. You know, I think Inoue's going to try and become undisputed first. And after he becomes undisputed, I think he's going to jump up to probably do one defense to solidify that undisputed status, and then jump up to super bantamweight next, and see if he can dominate that division. You know, so Inoue versus Fulton, it's a good fight, and I love to see it. But I want you want to have the smaller guy have, you know, an acclimatization to the weight class at least. Let him at least acclimatize to the weight class. Let me at least have one fight in the weight class, because, I mean, you're always making excuses about Canelo versus Bivol. I don't want no fucking excuses when Fulton beats him. I don't want nobody saying, oh, he was too small for Fulton. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that. All right, people. So, David Morrell is absolutely green, okay? And that's what you call green. You know, it's weird how you guys said Canelo was too green for Mayweather, yet y'all wanted to see David Morrell, who's absolutely facing debutants and journeymen right now, face a 2-time world champion in David Benavidez. Are you all out of your goddamn mind? I mean, come on, man.